Hello, and welcome back to Terraria with Brian the Creeper. Remember that I had just been playing around the time of the Halloween update before I left for Minecon, and since then I've been back for a couple of days now, and I've played a little bit of Terraria off camera. One thing that happened is that in Terraria is Easy with Zisto and Etho, they had made a glowing mushroom farm right next to their house, and you don't have to have a very big glowing mushroom farm in order to get this awesome glowing mushroom music. And so I made one as well because this is one of my favorite music tracks in all of Terraria, and now I get to play it at my house. And yeah, turns out growing mushrooms, they grow above ground, they look cool, so that is great. Let's show off some more stuff of what I've been up to. You may also recall that I had been building houses for my NPCs. I still had a few houses left to build the last time I saw you guys, and since then I have gone ahead and built the rest. Excuse me. Still getting over a head cold, and so my voice isn't 100%. Faye, the Dryad, lives over here. I decided to build her house out of all bone stuff, because I believe if you talk to her, I think one of the things she says is that she is like 5,000 years old or something, and so I thought maybe the bone stuff would be appropriate for her. And so she's got a little bone candle and a bone chair and table. I also put like a grave marker inside there, just kind of like death. I can imagine if you've lived for 5,000 years, like all the people you've ever known have died many times over or something, and so seemed appropriate for Faye. The Clothier was another NPC that I had not yet built a house for. And he's a crazy old man who we actually had to kill in order to kill Skeletron and to farm him. We've re-killed him a couple of times. And so I figure, on the one hand, he's kind of like a dressy, like stylish guy or whatever. Like he sells you various vanity items. I made a little mannequin with treasure hunter outfit and the top hat. But at the same time, he's like tired of being killed for sport, and he's an old man, and so he kind of just doesn't care at this point. And so I decided I was going to give him pumpkin furniture, which is something that came with the Halloween update, all this pumpkin stuff. And so I thought it just looked kind of silly, and I decided the crazy old man could have some silly stuff. And I also gave him one of these crazy spider dungeon moss chests, whatever they're called. It seemed to kind of fit into the motif there. And then finally, the Demolitionist is still not moved into his house, but I'm pretty sure I set it up correctly in the housing menu. Let's go double check that. Yes, okay. So, at some point, he should move in here. I decided to make this out of the Skyware stuff, with the rationale being, okay, he's the Demolitionist, he's the guy who sells you dynamite, all kinds of high explosives, and what is the most kind of crazy, modern kind of bricks that might be able to survive high explosives? Well, I decided the Skyware stuff, the stuff that you find in the floating islands chests, has a very kind of futuristic kind of look to it. Who knows if it was built by outer space aliens or whatever. But I made him a nice little house with the Skyware kind of motif going on for the Demolitionist. And yeah, put a few of the extra Skyware disc wall, sunplate blocks, with the idea, they don't actually withstand dynamite, but with the idea that if there was some kind of alien technology that was responsible for that, perhaps it would be something that could withstand such explosions, and his house door kind of also faces out the other way, so if he accidentally does set off an explosion, it won't destroy all the other houses. So that's kind of the backstory. If you go back a couple episodes, you'll see the backstory for the other houses I built for all of my NPCs, but at this point, everybody is here. They are all living in their houses that I've built in this area. And so I think it's time for me to quit putting it off. I think it's time for me to finally go and fight the Wall of Flesh. I need to get my inventory all organized, make sure I have all the right accessories. I'll be honest that I'm kind of terrified of this upcoming battle, but it's just got to be done, and then the game is going to change, and it will become very exciting because I won't know half of what's going on. And so let me go ahead and get prepared for that battle, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm absolutely terrified of what will be happening shortly, but as I fall down this crazy layer, let me go ahead and show you the weapons that I have. I have the star cannon. I've got like 250 stars. That's going to be my primary weapon. But if I run out of ammunition with that, then I've got the Mystic Flame Lash, which hits for 39. The star cannon hits for 58, which is amazing. Let me get myself out of these cobwebs here for a moment. And yes, people pointed out that I could break the backgrounds in order to prevent the cobwebs from coming back, and possibly also I could place torches on the wall to prevent the cobwebs from coming back, and so at some point I may do that, but we'll worry about that later. So yeah, I was going through, as I fall, going through inventory. If I run out of magic for using the Flame Lash, then I have the Sand Gun, which hits for 35. And, oh, except for I forgot to bring any sand to shoot the Sand Gun. Darn it. Alright, we just won't use the Sand Gun. Instead, then, we will switch to the Phoenix Blaster, which is unreal. And, yeah, at that point, if I still run out of ammunition or something, like, I can't imagine that battle is going to last that long. And so that better do it for me, basically. I'm really worried that I'm going to die. And then I will be sad, especially if I use up a ton of my ammunition, because the stars take a long time to collect. And they are my main ammunition that I'm planning to use in this fight. I do have some other things in my inventory that ought to help me out, and so we will check them out next. I brought some campfires. One thing I noticed that in one of the most recent updates is they actually show you when a campfire is kind of like in effect on the screen. By the way, I do not have my lava charm enabled right now. Instead, I've got the band of regeneration down here. And so I need to be careful about not falling in the lava as we're getting kind of all prepped up here. Campfires, when you're in the range of a campfire, it now shows up kind of like as a buff on the screen or something. And so I want to get down to the bottom down here in the underworld and actually place some campfires along my crazy bridge. I do have a bridge out here, don't I? Yes, here it is. Okay. And I think, oops, I'm sliding along the ice. Where did I... Somewhere it actually starts as like a full bridge, doesn't it? Kind of worried about this. Thought I had this area better prepared. Okay, maybe it's here. Yeah, alright. So we're going to throw down... Not sure how far I have to go. We're going to throw down a campfire. And just to show it off real quick, up on the top left, you see campfire. Life regen is slightly increased. And I think it happens like anytime it's anywhere on the screen. Because if I go... Yeah, over here, like campfire is still showing up. If I go over here... I don't know how far away you have to move away from the campfire before its effects kind of wear off. Doesn't seem like there's another one here. If I look on the map, I'm just curious to see how far I have to go. I'm going to space out the campfires a little bit. So I'll put down another campfire over here, perhaps. And so that'll help me with some regen. And then you may also notice in my inventory that I'm carrying various potions and whatnot. Other than a Gills potion and a Gravitation potion. The Gills potion I used to first explore the ocean, and the Gravitation potion that I use to find floating islands. I've never used any kind of like buff potions. I've used health potions in this game, that's basically it. And so that's going to be something new and exciting for me. Oops, somebody's firing at me. Let's go kill him in just a moment. Let's put down another campfire here. And so I will show you the various potion buff whatever things that I have in a moment as I avoid these demon skies. Scythe? How do you say that? Darn it. I keep forgetting. Alright, and then finally, I believe this is the end of my bridge? Or does it go any farther? Yeah, this is the end of my bridge. So here's where we're going to dump the guide Voodoo Doll into the lava, which will summon the Wall of Flesh, the final boss before hard mode. You will be... have no chance of fighting me when I'm wielding the legendary Knight's Edge, so let's go ahead and kill off this Bone Serpent. I have Obsidian Skin Potion, Iron Skin Potion, Regen Potion, and Shine Potion. And those are the potions that I plan to use. I have a bunch of other potions, but I think that they will be enough. And then I also created some Pumpkin Pie, which says minor improvements to all stats. And so that sounds pretty good as well. So we'll try using that. We've got a nice pool of lava down here that I can dump the guide Voodoo Doll in just a second. And yeah, then summon the Wall of Flesh and just kind of hope for the best. I have a debuff right now, Darkness, and so we're going to also try to wait for that to wear off, hopefully. Let's also just put another torch down here, and I can use my Spectre Boots to get back up here, right? Yes, okay, great. And I've got the Star Cannon on the ready. Alright, I don't know if I'm ready for this or not. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to eat the pumpkin pie. I am going to hit B to buff to get all of my buffs. I'm going to take a guide voodoo doll. And I'm going to throw it in the lava. And... oh boy. Here comes the wall of flesh. The hungry. Alright, are kind of like the front end of the wall of flesh. And they are all these little mouths and things. And I think he's moving slower than I remember seeing him in other people's videos, and so that works out well for me. Oh, and this cannon. Oh no, what'd I hit? I clicked. Okay, we're still going. I think the video is still running. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got lasers. How am I doing on him? I've gotten halfway down on his health, so that's great. I think, do I have to hit him in the eyes? In the eyeballs? I'm not sure even. Oh crap, I did it again. I'm aiming too far to the left with. I hope this video turns out okay. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Too much going on. Alright, we're hitting him. We're killing him. I am staying alive. All of my regenerative thingies are doing their thing. How many? He's got 11. Alright, we're gonna kill him. We're totally gonna kill him. Ball of flesh, you're going down. Oh, he's firing at me more. More lasers. I've got lots of health. Yes! Ball of flesh has been defeated. Holy crap. I am going to... go double check the recording probably just to make sure that it is still recording and still running and still working. But we get, among other things, what was it? Shameful Bone Hammer. And yes, it is strong enough to destroy demon altars. And so that is one of the major things that you need to gain from getting the Wall of Flesh, because that will start creating new ores in the world. But now that we have killed the Wall of Flesh, we have entered hard mode. Let me go check on the recording. I will be right back. Actually, let's go home first. Magic Mirror, take me away! And we got some other objects. Let's actually check out these things. Wall of Flesh trophy, that's awesome. More healing potions. Sorcerer emblem, increased magic damage. And demonite bricks that I was breaking from the... whatever. Alright, let me go double check on the recording and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, the good news is, it does appear that the recording mostly worked. There were a couple little breaks, but I think I'll be able to salvage everything there, so that is happy. I want to have some of these things on my bar kind of in different ways. And for now, I'm just going to put away a few of these objects that I'm not immediately using. Away in some other locations, and we'll get some stuff in the right locations a little bit later. But basically, what I understand now is basically the game has changed into hard mode, which means we're going to see new enemies. And one of the important things that I need to do is I need to go and destroy some demon altars with the Bone Hammer, because that will create some new ores inside, like the underworld, like where you normally have like iron and different things. We'll start getting cobalt, where you normally have, you know, hellstone down at the bottom. We'll get some adamantium and etc. So basically better ores to like upgrade things better. Oh gosh, here's a new enemy. I think that's a corruptor. What is that thing? Corruptor, yes. But these are all going to be now a bunch of enemies that I've never fought before. Oh, we dropped like some kind of skull. Mechanical skull. Oh, I think that's possibly like what you use to summon Skeletron Prime. Is that like a rare drop? What is that? Corrupt slime? So I've watched other people's videos from oh wow, and he broke into a bunch of little slimes, and these slimes have they have I still have my buffs. That's actually pretty good. They have wings. Slimer. Holy crap. Yeah, so I've watched people's videos of 1.1 in hard mode, but I've never played hard mode before. And for any of you who've been with my channel for like almost 3 years, from like, okay, when I was first starting to play Minecraft, I think my world has been blessed with cobalt. Great, we're gonna break a bunch of these. Orchialium, I guess that's instead of mithril. Oh, and when you break, right, when you break these altars, there's these crazy ghost thingies. So I guess that's instead of mithril, that's like one of the substitute ores. Alright, so let's kill off these little ghost thingies. So fortunately I've got good weapons, I've got good armor. Nothing seems to be too awful just yet. I was trying to say that when I started Minecraft, kelp is pretty rare, let's grab that. I had built a nether portal in my first world. This is like before I was even like YouTubing and Let's Playing. But I was always afraid to go in it, and so I just had a nether portal in my world. Adamantite, all right. And each time you break another one of these, you get more of it, I think. And I've got plenty of demon altars, and so I'm going to break all the demon altars I see around here. We'll make sure that we save some for later, so that we can use them for crafting. Demon altars are also a crafting station where you can craft various boss summoning objects. Alright, these guys move pretty slowly, so I'm not too terrified of them. And I've got, yeah, again, the Legendary Knight's Edge is a great weapon against so many guys, because it hits for like, what was it, like 60 or something? It hits for a ton. I like the noise that these, like, ghost... I forgot to hover over them to see what their name was, that these ghost enemies make when you kill them. We'll get some more of them as we kill this, and then I'll actually hover. What was I saying? Yeah, so in Minecraft, I built the nether portal, and then I never went in because I was too afraid of it. And I feel like I've been that way with Terraria. Like, ooh, what is that? Toxic Sledge. Alright, all kinds of new enemies. What is this guy called? A Wraith. Alright, that's pretty straightforward as far as enemy names go. And so with Terraria, I feel like I've been the same way with the Wall of Flesh and hard mode. Like, I knew it's out there, and it was, like, ready to go for a number of episodes, and I'm like, no, I need to build new houses for all my NPCs. I want to do this and that and get, like, all over-prepared, as I usually do whenever there's something new in a game that I'm scared of. What is that? Oh, I wonder if this is one of the new ores, and I cannot break it until I find some cobalt and get a cobalt something, I guess? Maybe? And what is this? Green jellyfish. Different colored jellyfish? You seem to be stuck, sir. Can I not kill you? Oh, there we go. I don't know if you had to be touching the water, or... Not sure why I couldn't attack him originally. Let's see. So, but now, you know, it's too late to go back now. We fought the Wall of Flesh, things are in hard mode. The good news is nothing is completely, like, owning me right at the beginning, because I am pretty well prepared, I think, for things. But let's try traveling farther afield. We've done a little bit of looking around in the corruption. I want to do a little bit more searching in the overworld. I'm going to go to, if we back out on the map. Oh, crap. Oh, there's a new something. Alright, it's a new one of these worms that has, like, a bunch of eyeballs and, like, every little cell on its back. Oh, I'm taking damage here. Let's heal. Oops, I had a mushroom in my inventory and I ate that, rather than getting a healing potion for more healing power. So let's get ourselves out of the corruption if we can stay alive. Well, all those little corrupt slimes, they give me a lot of gel, so that's happy. The corruption spreads now. I forgot about this. So you see these rocks? It used to be the case that corruption could only spread across grass, and now I believe it can spread through the entire world. And so one of the things, like there's kind of a time element now, as I understand it, that the corruption, and then there's also another thing that's like the corruption that spreads called the Hallo, and those things will spread around. Oh, I can use my heart statue to get me some hearts back. Or candied apples, since we're in this portion of the update. The Halloween update is still going on. I think it's active until tomorrow. Right, the corruption and the Hallo will both spread around your world, and so I have to worry about them kind of like encroaching into other areas and preventing me from getting a number of good things I might want to get. Why are there so many penguins around here? I don't know. But let's go exploring and see if we see any new enemies like in the ice area in the daytime. Seems like this is a pretty normal area. That's just normal ice slime. We've seen them before. There's another corruption over here on the right. And then I guess I should just like head downstairs below ground and see if we can go find some cobalt to dig up, I guess, is the other thing that we'll need to do next. But yeah, I don't have a sense of the kind of time-sensitive nature of how the world changes and how fast the corruption and the Hallo are going to spread and how much of a threat they will be. I believe there's some kind of like purification potions I might be able to get from the Dryad or something that can convert the world back to normal. But I don't know a ton about that. There's going to be a whole lot of things that I need to learn. In any case, it seems like the ice biome hasn't really changed much here. Although some of this looks different colors, I think. I might be making it up. Like the background seems like it's... Oh, it's because we're near the corruption again. So I've got some purple. That was the old Devourer, I think, enemy from the corruption. Or did this spread? Is this new corruption? This used to be the entrance to the desert over here, didn't it? Yes! This is the desert. The desert got corrupted. Oh my goodness. Is it the whole desert? Wow. Like, this is a huge area that got turned into the corruption. So my understanding is once you beat the Wall of Flesh, a portion of your world gets turned into the corruption, and a portion of your world, here's the rest of the desert that's been not corrupted, gets turned into the Hallo. I don't know if one's on one side of the map and one's on the other, so maybe that's the new big corruption area. And maybe on the left side of the map will be the new big Hallo area. I kind of want to explore the Hallo a little bit and see the creatures that are there. Although I think it has a bunch of really bad guys who might completely try to kill me. Well, there's lots of bad guys in this game who want to try to kill you. The question is whether they'll succeed, because they're very strong. Alright, here's more corruption. I am going to break a few more demon altars, but be careful not to break all of them. This is not going to go all the way down to where the demon altars are. Because my understanding is the more demon altars you break, the more of the new ores there will be in the world. And I want there to be plenty of ore, because I want to craft plenty of things out of it. But we will leave at least one of those demon altars. I guess I'll leave it right there. That one that I just went past. I'll leave it there so that if we need a crafting station, we have it available. But let's break some more. There's some more of that ore that I'm not sure which ore it is. I'm guessing it's that orichalcum, because I don't think I'm deep enough for adamantite. And I feel like cobalt I should already be able to break with this pick. Otherwise, how would you get your first cobalt in the game? I'm not sure. And oh, there's some cobalt. I'm pretty sure this is cobalt. Oh crap. I can't seem to destroy it with this pick. Do I need like a meteor pick, or I'm not sure how you get cobalt. I might have to go like talk to the guide and see if the guide has tips on how the game proceeds now. There's some other ore here that I think might just be iron in the wall, but no, I don't have iron in my world. Hold on. There's all kinds of new ores here, and I have no idea what they are. What is that thing? Possessed armor. Alright, let's go fight that guy, too. See if he drops anything cool. Oh, he makes tink, 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 tink. That's right, the tink, tinks. Zisto fought a bunch of guys, and he'd go tink, tink, tink when he was fighting them because they made kind of tink, tink noises. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to add ourselves a little platform so I can stand here. It is iron. Iron didn't used to appear in my world, did it? Or did I have an iron world? I had lead, didn't I? Or did I have iron? See, I've been away from Terraria for 2 weeks, and now I can't remember from my own world versus the Let's Play worlds that I've been watching of, like, Etho and Zisto. Who has what? Oh my goodness. This is going to be rough to get back into all of a sudden in hard mode. Alright, we're going to break a few more of these things. And then let's go ahead and warp back home. And let's try exploring to the left and see if indeed farther to the left we find like a big area of Hallo and see any of the new monsters who are over there. And then I think I'm going to talk to the guide and see if I can figure out what I do next. Oh my goodness, what is that? Hoppin' Jack. It's like a flying jack-o'-lantern, or a hopping jack-o'-lantern. It's like a slime. Wow. Oh, what is this? Werewolf! Rah, 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 rah. Alright, this has just enough knockback that I'm able... He had a ton of hit points. 400. Wow. Alright, I've got good weapons. There's a lot of werewolves out tonight. Alright. I believe that's just some new hard mode enemy as opposed to something related to the Halloween update, although Halloween would kind of make sense as well. I'm gonna fight this guy off behind me so he doesn't kind of like sneak up on me. And so far I've been continuing to the left. Is that another Wraith? Okay, apparently the Wraiths will just like come out. I thought they only appeared maybe when you defeated... Alright, here's another werewolf. When you defeated the demon altars, but apparently that's not the case. Let's see. Is that's possessed armor. Okay, we saw him in the corruption earlier. And so I guess these are just enemies that walk the surface. And here is... Is this corruption that already existed? I think maybe it is. I think this corruption was here before. So I wonder if I go further to the left, if we will start encountering the Hallo. And, oh, I wanted to make sure I've got healing potions there. So if I hit H to heal, yes, I do drink a healing potion. Alright, so hopefully I'll be able to stay alive, make my way across this corruption, and possibly we'll find the Hallo over here. And then I should also look back on the map and see if I can see, just from looking at the map. Oh my goodness, what is it? What is that? Oh, oh, you scare me. What are you? Alright, apparently there's new jungle enemies, which I've never seen these guys before, like not even in people's videos. Holy crap. And, oh, I see more corruption enemies here. Is that because I was just coming out of the corruption? They're still coming from over there, hopefully. This is not well lit. Oh my gosh, look at these jungle angry... What is that? Angry trapper something? Trapper keeper? I don't know what. Crap, I need to heal. I still have potion sickness for 4 more seconds. This is much harder. I could die out here if I'm not careful. Heal. I need better healing potions. Wow. The jungle in hard mode is gonna kick my butt if I'm not careful. And I have not been being very careful. Let's see. I think I am going to warp home for safety and check out some other things, but I'm definitely gonna die if I stick around over here. So let's do that. I should be reasonably safe around here at home. And so let's take a look at the updated map. Yes, I can see the desert's been corrupted here because I remapped it. And then if I go back over here, I got over to the jungle. Can't really see the difference in the jungle just from kind of looking at the map on the surface, but it definitely had different enemies. Okay, and then finally, let's go below ground and just kind of like peek around some caves and see... oh no, I wanted to talk to the guide, that's right. Let's talk to the guide. And let's also talk to the Dryad, because she talks about how much things are corrupted. You should stay indoors at night. Powerful wizard who lives in these parts. Make sure to keep an eye out for him next time you go underground. Okay. Is that Tim the wizard? I think I've heard about that. These are a number of hints that are related to the beginning of the game. Make sure to smash any demon altar you find. Okay, that's a hard mode tip. Souls can be gathered from fallen creatures in places of extreme light or dark. Powerful wizard again. Alright, I don't know that he's offering any tips. I want to talk to the Dryad, because I think she talks about how much corruption or Hallo there is in the world. Is it not the Dryad? Status, that's what I need. 2% Hallo, 6% corrupt. Okay, let's remember that, and let's see if those percentages are increasing very quickly. I'm also going to go check on the corruption, just to get a sense of if it's spread even further than the last time I looked at it carefully, to see how quickly it's spreading over on this end of the map, to see how it's going to approach my little home area here. And... okay, I think it's not moved very far. I think it's only moved like 1 or 2 blocks. Yes, that became Ebonstone. Alright, so I'm not worried about it moving super fast. My voice is starting to give out. I'm still getting over a cold. I'm not sure how much footage I already have from today. I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here for today. But I thank you guys for watching. We will continue with Terraria. And it'll be super interesting because I have no idea what's in store for me up ahead. I don't even know how to get my first piece of cobalt in this world. And so wish me luck, and I will see you guys again soon. I hope that you guys are having a great day. Bye-bye.